Hello everyone, my name is Nesha Putri Mafira, and today I would like to present and explain two journal articles that I have selected from Scopus Index publication. In this presentation, I will briefly discuss the background of each study, the research objectives, the methodology, the key findings, and the conclusion. I hope this presentation is clear and enjoyable. So, let's begin. The first journal is titled Globalization, Physical Capital and Human Capital Nexus with Economic Growth, Evidence from BIMSTEC. This study investigates economic growth in developing regions. The authors argue that economic growth depends heavily on capital accumulation, especially physical capital such as infrastructure, machinery, and investment, and human capital such as education and skills. At the same time, globalization has become a very important factor for developing countries. Globalization can increase growth through trade, investment, and technology transfer. However, the impact of globalization is not always straightforward, and previous studies show that the effects are different across countries and regions. Because of that, the author focused on BIMSTEC, a regional organization that includes Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Bhutan, and Nepal. These countries have similar development goals, but also have different economic structure. This makes the region interesting to study. Based on this context, the study has three main objectives. First, to examine whether physical capital improves economic growth. Second, to analyze whether human capital contributes to growth. And third, to test whether globalization strengthens or weakens the effect of physical and human capital on growth. The study uses annual panel data from 1990 to 2019 for the 7 BIMSTEC countries. Economic growth is used as the dependent variable. Physical capital, human capital, and globalization are the key independent variables. To analyze the data, the authors apply panel econometric techniques. In short, the authors try to understand the long-run relationship between the variables rather than temporary or short-run shocks. The result of the study showed that physical capital has a positive and significant effect on economic growth. Human capital also has a positive and significant impact. This confirms the common view that the accumulation of both physical and human capital is very important for growth in developing countries. Globalization also has a direct positive effect on growth. However, when globalizations interact with physical and human capital, the direction changes. Surprisingly, globalization weakens the relationship between capital accumulation and growth. In other words, globalization reduces the effectiveness of physical and human capital in promoting growth. From the findings, the authors conclude that both types of capital are essential for long-term growth in BIMSTEC. Globalization, meanwhile, plays a dual role. On the one hand, globalization brings technology, investment, and trade opportunities that support growth. On the other hand, globalization makes domestic capital less effective because countries become more dependent on external sources. Therefore, policymakers in BIMSTEC need to balance their strategies between promoting globalization and building domestic capacity. That is a short explanation of the first journal. Now I will continue with the second journal that I selected. The second journal is titled Tourism, Trade, Energy, and Economic Development. This journal is interesting because it connects multiple sectors that are important for national development. Tourism, trade, and energy consumption are three major components of the global economy. Tourism generates foreign exchange, creates jobs, and stimulates the service sector. Trade expands market access, encourages specialization, and increases productivity. Meanwhile, energy supports production, transportation, and the overall functions of modern economies. However, the relationship between these three factors and economic development is not simple. The effect may be one-directional or bidirectional. For example, tourism can promote development, but economic development can also increase tourism. Because of these dynamics, the authors want to examine the interaction between these variables. The main objectives of the study are first, to investigate whether tourism contributes to economic development. Second, to analyze whether trade stimulates development. Third, to examine whether energy consumption drives development. And fourth, to determine whether there is causal feedback among the variables. The study uses annual data and econometric techniques such as unit root test, co-integration test, and the factor error correction model or VECM. This approach is very useful because it allows the authors to test whether change in one variable can cause changes in another over time. The results show that tourism, trade, and energy consumption all have positive long-run effect on economic development. The findings also reveal evidence of bidirectional causality among the variables. For example, tourism and development influence each other. Trade and development also influence each other. The same pattern occurs between energy and development. This means that these sectors do not work independently, but instead reinforce one another. In conclusion, tourism, trade, and energy are important engines of development. The author suggests that governments should adopt integrated policies that promote tourism, facilitate trade, and ensure stable energy supply to accelerate long-term economic progress. To sum up, the two journals highlight different aspects of development economics. The first journal focused on capital accumulation and globalization in developing countries, while the second journal examines tourism, trade, and energy as drivers of development. Both studies emphasize that economic development is a complex and multidimensional process. Because of that, policymakers need to design strategies that combine domestic capacity building with external opportunities. Thank you for watching my presentation. I hope this explanation has been helpful and informative.